the power of the beautiful people on this team. They all have stories. I need you to share your stories. Don't get to where you are and think, you know, I love the presentation, and we're like, there's so many ways to encourage people. I was backstage going, all you gotta do is show them that ring.
Yeah, I'll have to check my catalog again.
Did you love the face on your leaders who you think of as, we look up to her, we look up to him, and they came out there with like, put it on me, put it on me, put it on me! You cannot do this around the idea that it's just about money. It's about changing lives. You need to be motivated by the fact that A, you got the best products in the world. B, you got the best team and best headquarters to support you. And C, people need you. They need you. There's somebody who is a wife being beaten, and they need just the idea that they can move away and be dependent on their own self, and they need you to encourage them to do that. They're not going to go to a battered woman shelter, but they'll come to the party and they'll sit down and they'll say, maybe this is something I can do. We need you. There's somebody who feels not quite so good. I love the picture of me at 290 pounds dancing. Because there's something that will enable you to dance right now. And guess what? After I had the products on my face, I was like, I'm going out right now to show everybody. Because it was the first time I had a foundation. First of all, I don't know who in headquarters picked out the foundation for me. I've never had a foundation match my skin, ever. So instead of it's perfect, I need like a dot of it. Now, I'm going to tell you why this means so much to me. Because when I was a kid, my job was cleaning. I cleaned houses, I cleaned banks, and sometimes I cleaned hotel rooms. So for me, when I'm in that hotel room, and Rita said it yesterday, tip the housekeeper. There's a wonderful scripture that says, consider ways to stimulate others to acts of kindness and love. Do something for somebody that makes them want to do something for somebody else. When I'm in a room over a day, I put that do not disturb sign up. They say, you don't want anything? I'm like, no, I don't change my towels at home every day. I can give you a few more minutes back in your day. But it meant so much to me to have a foundation that didn't leave a big brown ring in the sink at the hotel. That meant a lot. I was called, I was like, you can't understand this today. There's no brown ring. That meant so much. This little dad, I put it on my face, she was like, wow. I was like, let's go somewhere. I'm gonna get lucky. I need you to laugh. Laughter's a gift to those who do the work. Here's my sister and I, we closed the physical space recently because we didn't have the time anymore for just that, but we have an art gallery, and we still do it at home. We use the proceeds from the gallery, all of it, to help families in need, and I know it sounds like a really noble thing. We just got tired of them living with us. And it's like Rita, you know, she does whatever she's doing to help somebody else, to help somebody else, to help somebody else. And so we do this, and whenever we get a family moved into a home, we ask them to come back on moving day to show gratitude, because I love the scripture where Jesus, the passage of scripture where Jesus heals 10 lepers and only one comes back to say thank you. He looks down the road and goes, hey, weren't there 9 more? I read that as a child and I thought even Jesus needed to hear thank you. It's not that he needed to hear thank you, they needed to say thank you. Why? Because the one who came back, he said to him, your faith has made you whole. What? All 10 were healed, but only the one who came back was made whole and complete. Gratitude makes you complete. Make sure you thank the people who put this on. Thank the sound people if you see them. Thank the production crew. Thank Michelle who puts all of this stuff together. Thank the writers. Thank the people in the PowerPoint and the this and the that. Thank everybody, because it only makes us more whole and complete. Cicero said, gratitude is not one of the virtues, it is the parent of all others. Everybody knows knows about the law of attraction. What you think about, you bring about. Yeah, but sometimes my thoughts ain't that pure. And the law of attraction works like gravity. It works whether you're engaged or not. But the law of gratitude is a process that when you give energy to, whatever you give energy to, expands. There's another field of psychology called positive psychology, and within it, we study appreciative inquiry, where we look at what goes right. Because when you only analyze what is wrong, you're bound to take apart some of the right. But when you look at what's right, you expand it. So we asked these families to come back on moving day for another family, and one of the families had come in, and the mother walked in, and her teeth were sticking way out. We were like, whoa, what happened to you? She said, I don't know. I woke up this morning and something's not right. I said, it sure is. She said, help me. Something's not right. I looked at my manager and Sister Janine. I said, it's all on you, Bookie. Janine spent an hour with her. Did you turn your head and lock your jaw? Because I had a dog once, Eddie. He loved it. No lie, she looked at us and said, I don't have a dog. It took her an hour to figure out that this woman had accidentally put on her husband's dentures.
Oh my God.
We laughed just like you do. And you ever notice when something really good happens to you and you want to share it with everybody?
Oh my God.
Let me say this at the risk of not being politically or correct. Everything's not for everybody yet. While everybody will benefit from the products, everybody is not yet ready to come along. Shake the dust off your feet and move on to the one that is. Because sometimes you spend all of your energy. I know this from dealing with my own family. So I have two sets of friends. The friends who like to come on moving day, they will paint, they will give up their own furniture, they will move stuff. And then we have friends who like to get dressed up and they come for the party of the celebration. We call those the dress-up friends. Both are necessary, but don't confuse the two. I called one of the dress-up friends, I'm telling her the story, and then the woman, her teeth were sticking out, something not right. It's like a cell phone commercial, it's completely dead. I'm like, hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? She said, I heard you. I just can't believe you're laughing at the very people you claim you're supposed to be helping. I hung up and laughed at her. Not only did I laugh, we now use it. When things are off in our office, we look at each other and go, something not right. Every group here has a something not right. And that story is the shorthand that you need to catapult you. Alice Walker said sometimes there's a point at which even grief becomes absurd. And at that point, laughter gushes up to retrieve the sanity. Some stuff you gotta laugh through. Listen, I knew I wasn't well because so much stuff was going on. I had done a lot. My mom, who was my best friend, passed away. She was 87. What was I expecting? I expected her to live forever. Because coming up as a child, my mother, who was an alcoholic and abusive woman, became and transformed into becoming the most loving woman on the planet. And once I got her, I wanted her forever. A couple of summers ago, one of my children died tragically. I don't share this story publicly at all because it's still there, and even though I've grown through a lot of that, everybody doesn't need it. And in my meditation this morning, I know somebody here does. I couldn't speak for 3 months. Janine would come over, and the two of us together, we couldn't say anything about it, we couldn't deal with it. It was tragic, it was crazy, it didn't make sense. And my children came in the room and they said, Mom, remember when you said no person knows their appointed time? And maybe